I was just wondering if my team was going to be able to come out and just finish the game, and that's what we was able to do, and that's one positive thing that I saw out of Saturday.
I think we persevered through a lot of adversity as well. I think our attitudes, we learned, to stay together as a team no matter what the circumstances are. And I think we also learn from our mistakes. People make mistakes all the time in this world, and you got to learn from everything you do in this world.
Dexter, you get an opportunity to go home and play in New Orleans. How nice is that opportunity to go back and play in front of family and friends?
It's very nice, man. It's just a great opportunity, to go back to New Orleans and play in front of a lot of my family. So, and a lot of my family members don't get to come to all of my games. So, I just thank God that I get the opportunity to do that because many people don't.
How much has Coach Hart told you guys about the most important game of the month being this one?
Well, we've been knowing that one of our goals is to be conference champs, and Tulane is that's our first conference game. So we feel like every next game is important, but this is more important for us to accomplish our goal.
Defensively, did the OU's offense and the pace that they had, or they established early on especially, did that catch you guys off guard? Was that something you were ready for, used to, or?
No, we practiced tempo all week. We was ready for it. It's really nothing we could do about it. That's in the past. We're just gonna move on and go to the next game.
Dexter, Milton Howell's going to go home and play in New Orleans. You talk about his energy and passion that he brings to the football field. Each time it seems like he's going 100 miles an hour, just walking out into the field. Talk about Dexter a little bit. Or not Dexter, Milton.
Well, yeah, Milton is, he's an inspiration on our team. He brings the pop, he brings the stamina, he brings the lift in your team. You always need somebody like that on your team that's, no matter what, he's giving it 100% every time. And, we need that, and I know he's going to be excited. His first time getting to play at home in New Orleans, so just as excited as I am, I know he is too.
Well, how excited was he making his first start out there?
Oh, he was very excited. Milton was, texting us early in the morning before wake up. Like, man, let's go, ready to play. So I know how excited he is just to get on the field. Especially him not being able to play other than special teams. So I know that's a good feeling, and I know it's going to be even better for him and his family to see him.
You're a junior, he's a senior. You're supposed to be the quarterback back there, but is it kind of hard to tamp him down and get him organized, or did he know what he was doing?
Nah, everybody knew what they was doing. I mean, of course, like I said, I'm the quarterback right there, but I gotta relate calls to him and stuff. So when it comes down to him being in the game, he's more settled down, ready to play. It's just that he has the energy enough to play hard, like everybody should.
How about going into a place like Louisiana Superdome? You play in front of a big crowd last week and this week. They normally don't draw well. How does that affect your psyche going in?
Well, it doesn't affect us. I mean, all we worried about is our team. We just got to go there, prepared to win, and just go there, meet the challenge, and win the game.
Is it different though playing in front of smaller crowd versus a bigger crowd?
Well, of course there's a difference. The amount of fans that's there, but when you're on the field, you're not really worrying about the fans. If it's 80,000 or it's just 5,000, it doesn't really matter what the estimate of capacity is in the dome. It doesn't matter. It's about you playing the game and what you're doing in the game at that time.
Really,
it's not really a big difference for me. I mean, when I go out in the field, I don't worry about who's in the stands, how many people's in the stands. I just go to play and try to win. I mean, the fans don't really make a difference on what type of game we gonna have. So, I mean, it's not gonna be a big difference from OU to Tulane.
Willie, talk a little bit about GJ's game, and what do you say? Do you guys keep encouraged, keep everyone's heads up, especially during some of the tough times when you guys were facing some adversity?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time we was on the sideline. Say, for instance, we had a 3 and out. I mean, he'll be telling the O-line and the receivers and the running backs just to keep our heads up and, just know what we can do. I mean, what we do is we run the ball and we pass the ball. I mean, we know we can do that. And DJ was just telling us to keep our heads up and just settle down and just do what we do.
Willie, a lot of people compare you to Charles Clay, guy that's going to be playing this Sunday. You okay with that? And two, what did he teach you as you got ready to kind of take that position?
Really, Charles, he taught me a lot coming up as a freshman and my redshirt freshman year and a couple of years that I played in behind him. I mean, he taught me like pretty much all the techniques that I needed to learn that three-back position, because that position comes in like different. You got to do a lot of different things. You got to block. You got to run, catch routes. You got to run the ball. And Charles, just watching him the last couple of years, I mean, I just learned like a tremendous amount of stuff just watching him. And I mean, it's a great encouragement saying that they compare me to Charles, because like Charles, he's a great player. I mean, obviously he playing on Sunday, so I mean, I look at that as a compliment.
As you look back on this series, you guys have beat these guys 6 times in a row with a difference of over 30 points. How do you keep that from, making an impact on how you prepare for this game?
Well, I look at it as like everybody can beat anybody at any single time. No matter if it's 1AA, no matter what school it is, conference, big school, no matter what it is, anybody can get beat at any time. So we can't go into this game thinking like, oh, we beat them the last couple of years, so we're just going to win this game. It's not going to be that easy. Tulane got a different team. They graduate seniors just like we graduate seniors. They bring freshmen in just like we bring in freshmen. So their team just might be just as good as us, but we just got to go in, be prepared to win, and play the game like it's our last.
Dexter, what was watching Cornelius play the other night? 18 tackles. What was he like?
Man, I was watching film. It was pretty good. I mean, but I already know going into the game. Every game I feel like Twan could do that. I mean, he's a good linebacker. He's extensive. He just finds the balls always around the ball. So I pretty much think every game, he's capable of getting 18 tackles a game. So
last year he had a very good year. Would you say? I'm assuming because he's now in that middle place, has he expanded his or lifted his game since last year, and do you think he's taken to that new spot?
I think he has, just because of his leadership. His leadership role. He's more reliable. Everybody, the freshmen, even the young guys, look up to him. So he got to be a good example for everybody on the team. He's stepping up. He's ready, eager to play, practicing harder. So yeah, I think Cornelius has gotten better.
Dexter, when you look at the Conference USA overall, since 2005, Tulsa's among the leaders with conference wins. But it hasn't won a title since 2005. Just talk about how much you guys really want to win a title this year and really maintain that winning tradition you guys have had in the league.
I mean, every year you go in, you say the same thing, like you want to win, but you just got to have the passion. You got to have the drive inside. You say, like, man, we want to win this season. We want to win conference championship. If we really want to do it, we got to do the things that it takes to get there. So we got to practice hard. We got to stay together. We got to listen to our coaches, and we just got to do what we got to do to get it done. So that's what
Willie, getting back to the conference game isn't easy. I know in 07 and 08 this team did it. Now we're finding it hard that it's a hard journey to get there. Can you talk a little bit about the journey and how close you were last year and how it really kind of maybe feed you even more this year?
Well, last year, I mean, we kind of stabbed ourselves in the foot when we played SMU, missing the field goal, getting our field goals blocked and missing touchdown catches and stuff. I mean, that was pretty much the game that messed us over. But I mean, the journey it was long and it wasn't easy, and it's not gonna be easy. I mean, I don't expect it to come easy. So I mean, we know it's gonna be a long out journey, and we just ready to take it on.
Willie, talk about Tulane's defense and kind of what you've seen on film that you guys can attack.
They pretty much run about the same thing that our defense run. I mean, it's nothing like a totally different. I mean, they got a couple of people coming back from last year that I saw, and I mean, whatever it is, I mean, we're ready to take it on and ready to go get this W.
In your spot, are you going to have to butt heads with Trent Mackey once, or is it Trent Mackey? The middle linebacker that they've got that's really good?
I could possibly be able to take him on. I mean, it just depends on, like, play specific. I mean, if I do, I mean, It's no problem.
Well, he's a good player, right?
Yeah, he's a good player. He's playing Division I football. Of course he's a good player, but, just hopefully we can come out and win.